Hi guys, so we are group 4 and I'm Thomas. We also have Juliet, CJ, Hina, Brenda, Carina, and Tran. So for our agency, we worked with the City of San Jose Parks, Recreation, and Neighborhood Services. What they do is they facilitate community building, healthy living, and fun at over 200 sites. They also have daycare programs, aquatic programs, after-school programs, and various programs for everyone in San Jose. Recreational opportunities and outdoor spaces for the city's residents. Our agency representatives were Marisol Maturino and Tin Nguyen. And now I will be passing it off to Carina.
Hello everyone, my name is Carina. When we got assigned to the city of San Jose, we knew as a group we wanted to focus on proper hygiene. Considering our current situation and the importance of washing your hands, the task to teach children attending the program about proper hygiene seemed like it would have the greatest effect. We created a lesson plan that included 2 activities. They were called the soap and pepper activity and dirty germs to wash away. Both were creative ways that allowed the children to know how germs spread and the importance of washing hands. Although we were not able to directly work with the children, we hope our lesson plan can provide a further understanding of community public health implications in future programs. Next, Brenda will discuss the 4 main lessons we learned as a group.
Everyone. My name is Brenda, and I will briefly go over the 4 main lessons we learned, starting with the 2 challenges that our group faced. The first challenge was not being able to meet with our group members face to face, which made it a little difficult to bond and really work together in this project. In addition to not being able to physically interact and demonstrate the activities to the kiddos, which Hina and CJ will discuss more in depth. On the other hand, Juliet and Tran will talk about the successes such as overcoming and adapting to the new situations. But before, I want to present a quote for you to reflect on. For he who has health has hope, and he who has hope has everything. By Owen Arthur.
Thank you, Brenda. So, I'm going to be talking about one of the biggest challenges that we as a group and I personally encountered. While we transitioned from an in-person class to online, it was quite difficult for all of us as a school to, start interacting face to face. We had to learn to do everything virtually, and the biggest barrier was that we could not meet up, and this was because of the coronavirus. In my experiences, I've learned that, the most effective groups are those that are in person because we are all physically there and, there's no excuses. I don't want to speak for my group mates because we all handle conflicts differently. But because this is all virtual, I found myself getting very distracted while working, either by going on my phone too often or taking longer breaks than I should have. And I know that if we were in person, we would have all stayed focused on task and we would have had each other's backs as well. Instead, we had to work through Zoom or through our group chat. It's not ideal, but we had no choice. So that said, as a group, one of the biggest problems was it was hard to adjust to everyone's schedule because it was different from the schedules we made up with our group in the beginning of the semester. And another issue is that, there were some instances where it was either me or another group member that could not make it to our meeting due to work or another class, which at the time did seem difficult. But because our communication was so good, it was hard to fall behind. Overall, there were pretty small barriers that we had. However, we were able to come up with solutions pretty fast. I also want to just add that, though we had some flaws as a group, we were very efficient considering the circumstances, and I had a great time working with everyone. Next will be CJ talking about the second main challenge.
Thank you, Hina. Hi everyone, my name is Christian John Aurelio, or CJ for short, and I'll be doing our second challenge. So, a challenge that we had to face would be a barrier that we couldn't physically set up for our group's activities, and not actually physically interacting with our agencies and the children. Most of our activities involved with interacting with the children, and believe that it's a huge impact on how we could have done. Another one would be like the part of the leads of miscommunications and on part and understanding the different assignments that we have to do. We actually did a full recording for the lesson plan video, but instead we have to make another one, which is this presentation. But at all ends, it worked out perfectly fine. Up next, I'm going to pass it on to Juliet that's going to talk about one of our successes.
Hello, my name is Juliet, and the third lesson that the group learned was the importance of open and quick communication. This was one of our successes because everyone was able to meet up with each other via Zoom and work on upcoming assignments, and those who were unable to make it immediately told the group that they were unable to work on the assignment at the moment, and most of the group members were able to catch those members who weren't able to make it up, and they were all caught up to speed. And this will be integrated in the future by learning how to be flexible and quickly update group members in the future. And now Tran will be discussing our fourth lesson.
Hi, I'm Jen Lee, and I will talk about the second success our team had in the project. Due to the impact of the COVID-19 outbreak, our team couldn't work directly for the agency. However, we still successfully finished our lesson plan about proper hygiene for the agency to deliver a health promotion program. When our team worked almost virtually, organizing group tasks were a key factor to overall success in the project. This experience gave us chances to practice on organizing. For future public health careers, we can utilize task organization for team collaboration. We learn how to define goals, set priorities, identify actions, estimate times, and assign tasks for each member, so teamwork can be processed effectively.